Aloha everybody and welcome to part 6 of Mega Man ZX. So right now we are doing the Fight the Mavericks mission, and that means we have to get to Area G. It also means I had to go through Area D all over again. See, when I met Serpent and I had to fight Jiro, just as I was getting to the end right next to the trans server, the game automatically fades you and takes you to the Guardian base. And so I couldn't reach the trans server, and I think design-wise it would have been smarter to just be able to go to the trans server and then warp to the base after that. That way, when I had to do this mission, I wouldn't have to go through the entire Area D all over again, but I had to. And when you keep going right after finding the trans server, here we are in Area G, and oh my god, it's on fire. This is not a good living arrangement. I gotta be careful. The fire is not one-hit kill, but it will damage you if you get in contact with it. So anytime you come up to fire, try to air dash over it. If you tackle this level first, you obviously won't have the ability to get rid of it. I defeated High Volt, and I got me the HX Biometal Harpuya. And in the elemental weakness chain of the Zero series and of ZX, it goes like this. Fire gets rid of ice. Ice gets rid of electricity, and electricity gets rid of fire. So, by creating an electric energy ball, you can throw it at the flames, and the flames will go away upon contact. I guess it's supposed to be like, Harpuya is supposed to be like the Wind Mega Man. So wind would blow away fire, but he's also got like electric abilities, so therefore, well, he's the Wind Mega Man, but he also uses electricity, so I guess his electricity will get rid of the fire too, why not? If you don't have the HX form, you will not be able to get rid of the fire, and you'll have to dash jump over it and stuff. It's not really blocking off too many things. It's probably blocking off a few data disks or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, in this mission, we get into this apartment where all these people are living, and we gotta go and save them all before one of them will eventually give us a key card that'll take us to the boss area. So this part can be a little bit annoying because the window enemies, by far, are the worst. They pop out and they shoot flames downwards to the left and downwards to the right. And the only effective way to kill them from underneath them is to do a triple slash with ZX form, because he swings his Z-Saber that high that he can damage the head. You can always Z-Buster it from the side, but, you know, when you come up to a window, they're all going to smash and break as soon as you walk up to them, and just, you know, be careful. Obviously, if you see a platform underneath the window, that means you can go into it and it counts as a doorway, and then you can find people and talk to them. And you have to be in human form if they're not part of the Guardians, because, oh my god, this person's wearing weird Power Rangers outfits with a long ponytail. Gadzooks! What's with the getup? Gadzooks, I say! So if I go in human form, oh, you're not a creepy Power Ranger wannabe. Okay, you can save me. Thanks for warping me out of here. So, yeah. After you actually clear this mission, the sprinklers turn on and then all of the fire disappears. So once this mission is over, you can come back and see what the place is like without any flames going on all over the place. So there's that. There's also another way for HX to get rid of the fire without having to use the electric energy ball. The other thing that each biometal can usually do is they have what is called an Overdrive Move. And what happens there is you push the A button, which is the right button on the DS, and it creates this little energy around your character. He like glows and shines and he starts like vibrating, and your energy meter starts going down as soon as this mode is on. Like it just goes down a little bit by bit by bit by bit. And whenever you slash something in Overdrive mode, your element is connected to the attack. So if I activate Hyperdrive or Overdrive mode with Harpuya, then his slashes become electric, and that means I can use traditional slashes on the enemies, and it will be electric, and it will count towards fire robots or anything that it is weak to, and do like double damage and whatnot. And I'm actually going to be using the Overdrive move for the boss of this stage, because it is so helpful in getting that level 4 victory. This one's one of the more annoying pseudoroids to fight in order to get level 4 victory. All the fire bosses are, actually. Oh, I'm not looking forward to Flammel. Or Flamel, or I don't know how you say it, but those guys are jerks, if I do say so myself. Help, please! I never chose no. I'm sure she's just like, ah, cries, and then you just ask her again, but I just love that scenario. Burning building, here's some guy in anime outfit coming in, turns into human form. Please, sir, you gotta help me! This place is on fire! Ah! And, nah, I'm good. So you're on your own, kid. I got my own things to worry about, okay? The bottom floor, as far as I know, can only be opened after the mission is over. I don't believe there's a way to get into the first floor room until the mission's over. I could be wrong, but I know it's part of a side quest where eventually someone's going to ask where their dog is, and you have to go find them here, because that's where they were last. And then you could also find another data disk and whatnot, and a lot of side quests involve lots of backtracking. They always want you to go back to areas you've been to before to find some new trinket that just spawned, or new person, or, you know, whatever. Luckily, some of these guys are pretty nice. They give you energy. Oh, by the way, I slashed that container because that can happen as well. Sometimes if the container is big enough, you could slash it with the Z-Saber or Harpuya's blades, and it will release all kinds of different things. So if I see a big life energy container, and I'm like, well, my sub-tanks are full, my health bar is full, I don't really need life energy, but I do want energy crystals, I'll slash it open, and it'll go into a whole bunch of different things, some of which might be energy crystals, and then I can get some extra bit of that. So that's always a good, valid strategy. There's a lot going on with Mega Man ZX. I like it. I likes it a lot. Again, besides the fact that Harpuya can use his electricity to get rid of the fire, the fact that he has an air dash and he can dash upwards and dash over flames, that's pretty damn useful. The air dash is always one of the best abilities you can have in any X or Zero or ZX game, and it's just great. You know, you don't have to time or get the angle right of dash jumps. You can just like jump to the highest point, air dash, and then boom, you get over the fire, no problem. I don't think there's any reward for putting out all of the flames. I do want the weapon energy I have to be intact for when I actually face off with the boss. Although I do have a W tank, so I can still use that. But get rid of those flames and you can find that data disk. So there's a freebie from the great Clement. A fully charged C-Buster shot will get rid of both his tanks and his head. So as long as you charge all the way, you can get rid of this guy, no problem. If he collapses, there's another one that just spawns in right behind him almost instantly. But if you do kill the first one, no one spawns in below him. It's almost like when he disappears, he reforms behind the window again for some reason. But once you kill him... Okay, that guy came back. My argument is flawed. I'm wrong. Hey, Clement, you're wrong again. You're not a Mega Man expert. Yarg. Clement, did you know about the secret boss even though you've talked about it? I just know there's going to be one thing in this video someone's going to point out. Even though I just said it in the video. But I'm sorry. Anywho, that ZX icon I picked up was an extra life. So, the good thing I do like about ZX, every time you start a new mission, it refills your lives. Mega Man always has that bad habit of, like, it doesn't refill your lives. So, like, if you have 0 lives and then you go into the next Robot Master level, you know, one time you die, you're going to have to go all the way back, no matter if you pass the checkpoint or not. So this game's pretty convenient in that, you know, yeah, you lost 2 lives in that last mission, but we're going to restock them and have you back to the default 3 because, you know, We don't want you to get very far, die one time, and then have to redo all of it again. I like that. They're considerate, this game. Oh boy. I came all this way expecting to find a great warrior, but you're just a boy! All this associating with Mavericks and kidnapping people is interfering with my training. Kidnapping? What have you done with everyone? I have no need to tell you. Serpent promised to take me beyond the limits of my training and give me the power of a god if I helped him. It sounded like an excellent proposition. I will do whatever it takes to get power. That's not true power. You can't get it through evil. You might turn out to be a stubborn opponent after all. My biometal is burning to get a piece of you. The name is Fistleo. I am the Model F Pseudoroid. You are about to find out just how true my power really is. So if you push the pause button in Harpooya form, or if you just look at the bottom screen in general, you will notice that Harpooya actually has a secondary feature. He can identify the weaknesses of all of the Pseudoroids. So in this case, his head is his weakness. If I touch the head, I will damage the biometal. So I don't want to hurt that if I want the level 4 victory. So as I said before, if you push the A button, it activates Overdrive Mode, and then your character glows. His energy meter will go down for a little bit as long as that meter is on, and you can turn it off with the same button. So if you turn it on, hit the guy, turn it off, you'll save some energy, you know? And I'm specifically waiting for him to do a lot of jumps, because I don't trust my swings to not hit his head. That's the kind of difficult thing about these level 4 victories, and he has this thing where he eventually crouches and he starts sparking, and that's when he's actually recovering his health. And especially when he's sparking, you don't want to hit him, because that's almost always the time that his head is most up front and exposed, and you don't want that. Because I'm in Harpooya form, I can air dash over him easily, but this dude likes to do a lot of charges. He likes to do that kind of jump thing, and sometimes he uppercuts the boulders on the top and makes them collapse, and then charges through them, and so you have to time your jumps or get to the wall before he lowers all of them. But again, my tip is, use the overdrive moves with Harpooya, so electricity beats fire, that's his weakness, and I always wait for him to jump. I always wait so that I will slash his legs, and I won't, or his back or something, and I don't usually get his head. It's a very small weak point, but it's always in the way. I am the biometal of the flame, Model F. Let's get a move on. Who are we gonna take down next? Hold on a second. I haven't told you what's going on. I know. Serpent is up to something sneaky with that Model W. It's all so complicated. I don't really know what's going on. I just know that he used my power to do his dirty work. If you're out for payback, I'm your model. Got a problem with that? No. Oh, the password. Sorry, but I can't give the whole thing to you yet. Serpent split my power down the middle, and the other part is with another Pseudoroid. If you could take that one down, I can give you the password. So Model F, ladies and gentlemen, is based off of Fighting Fafnir of the Mega Man Zero series. He has two big cannons that shoot very powerful pellets, and he can shoot them up to the ceiling, which is always nice. And he also has this little charge attack, but I'll talk about all that stuff later when we get more acquainted with Fafnir. In the next part, I shall be tackling yet another mission. We'll be going and facing off with an ice Pseudoroid. And we're going to be visiting the Guardian base, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, all the biometals are based off of the 4 Guardians from the Mega Man Zero series, so how about that? See you in Part 7.